After Emirates Airlines flight suspension in March, the company has slowly resumed its routes at Dubai International Airport. As it gets busier, officials say the steady pace of travel during the pandemic is still a path that ultimately heads towards recovery. Amal Jabri reports.
From spring breaks to summer holidays, the coronavirus pandemic has certainly disrupted travel plans around the world due to lockdown measures aimed at curbing the spread of COVID-19. These unprecedented times has even prompted the United Nations World Tourism Organization to say never before in history has international travel been restricted in such an extreme manner. However, today, the world's busiest airport for international travel, Dubai International Airport, has been back in action and prepared for an extended recovery.
Passenger numbers are coming back, and it's a slow, steady recovery, and the trajectory is not where we would like it to be. The average numbers through the airport are just over 1 million a month at the moment, which is about 1/7 of what we would normally expect to see.
After Emirates Airline cut its flights in March and slowly resumed its routes, passenger numbers reached up to over 1 million a month, just below 15% of what they were a year ago. To boost those numbers, the airport is urging countries to move away from mandatory quarantines on arriving passengers and rather adopt towards the strategy embraced by Dubai. That includes stringent coronavirus testing before departure, followed by mandatory mask wearing on aircraft and testing on arrival. Interestingly, the Journal of Travel Medicine featured an article in September that highlighted no passengers contracted the coronavirus on 5 Emirates 8-hour flights to Hong Kong, despite having 58 passengers spread among the flights who tested positive on arrival.
What we have to do is take appropriate measures to control and manage the risk, which actually are acceptable. I mean, life is full of risk management. It's not all full of risk elimination every time we get in a car or cross the street. So surely the same should apply to the virus. We need to get it under control to minimize the risk of infection. And that can be done with some of the measures that we've got available to us without prolonging the social and economic damage that is currently being inflicted.
According to the International Air Transport Association, passenger numbers this year across the wider Middle East are expected to reach 60 million. By 2021, the trade group hopes to see 90 million travelers in the Mideast. Since Dubai reopened for tourists in July, officials say air travel will definitely bounce back and return to levels witnessed before the outbreak, with the A380 once again making a comeback once those volumes return. Amal Al-Jabri, Emirates News.